Laura Eubanks of Design for Serenity with your succulent tip of the day and the grand reveal at the Neighbors in Chula Vista, California. When we left you at the end of business yesterday, we still needed to fill in some bare spots with the 3/4 inch burgundy lava rock. We needed to pull in the third dimensional rubble, and Greg needed to spray all of the Creva with the Wet Look 2000. So we've got all that done. We did all the finish work, and I wanted to show you the product. Note the ribbons. This Baja red, how this just softens up the expanse of burgundy 3/4 inch, and it adds that third dimension to the design. I wove the ribbons all the way through, used about 1/4 of a basket of rock. Also, we came over to do the reveal because we finished the installation a couple hours ago, and I noticed that the client must have been home for lunch and has already staged an adorable little gnome on that pot. So cute. She will be watering these pots once a week gently because they are not plumbed with irrigation. We didn't run tubing to these. And I'm her neighbor, so if they ever decide to go on an extended vacation, I'll come down and do it. Not a problem. Okay, moving on. Also, didn't necessarily point out this beautiful piece of driftwood that I picked up at Waterwise Botanicals in Escondido. Really neat little addition in this succulent landscape. So if you can pull in some interesting art, driftwood, interesting stone, statuary, but just remember, less is more, so don't go over the top with accoutrement, but some nicely staged pieces really make the installation more artful. A couple of areas here, a couple things that we're gonna need to be patient on is this agave filifera. This agave will get to be about 3 times that size at its largest. It's a lovely agave. And this agave perii. This is just a baby, so you notice that I was very, very restrained, and I just planted it as a solo here with the knowledge that in a matter of a few years, it's gonna own this whole entire space. Remember, we also talked about the aloe Cameronii and how I always use this plant as a cutting because it turns red so rapidly when stressed, and you can see already how the tips are starting to turn red on this beautiful aloe. And I pulled a piece in from my garden at home that had been a cutting and kind of thrown off to the side. I think it'd been sitting there for, I honestly don't know, I'm gonna guess and say maybe a couple months, but take a look at how red it is. I staged it here at the dry stream bed. This is just a cutting, no roots, been sitting off in a corner in my garden of death for a couple months or so you can see just how red that Cameronii has gotten. So again, Greg has done the Wet Look 2000 on this Creva, and now it's real crusty. There's no, it's not going anywhere. That in the fiberglass, it's stuck, not moving. So if a blower runs through here or an animal, this is gonna stay put very, very nicely. We ran subterranean drip all through here, so Greg is gonna set it up to go off about once a week for just a few minutes throughout the hot season, and then turn it down when the days get shorter and the nights get cooler. The client will likely stage some solar lighting in this installation. More and more of our clients are going for solar because solar lights have really improved over the years, and we recommend them highly. Remember, there's no weed fabric in this installation. So the client's been put on notice, seaweed, pull a weed. It's really not a big deal in a yard this small if you just stay on top of it. I don't know what else to tell you. I think we've pretty much covered all the bases. We are going to be heading to Carlsbad tomorrow to do a beautiful garden rehab, so we'll take you on that journey. All of you be inspired, get out in your gardens, and make some magic. This has been Laura Eubanks of Design for Serenity with the grand reveal in Chula Vista, California, and your succulent tip of the day.